morning, good afternoon, and good evening. So here I am back again to discuss the case studies with you, right? So guys, today we are doing the second case from the new case series digest, right? So today is the day for the second case. I hope all of you has done my first case very well, right? So let's start with the second case today. Let's read the question. I hope now you know my methodology of teaching. So let's start with the second case today. So here is case study number 2. Basically this is again जैसे हमने first case aviation sector का किया था. The second case is again basically service oriented industry. देखते हैं क्या है ये. It's an accounting firm, guys. So Bhalla and Singh LLP, now will be called as BS LLP, is an accounting firm which is incorporated as LLP with 20 plus branches across India and almost in all major cities. BS LLP offers to its customers services in accountancy, assurance, tax consultancy, business advisory services. So basically they are classifying their services into 4 types, right? Now since the country is passing through economic slowdown, as you all know, hence large number of businesses are basically either doing internal reconstruction or external reconstruction. And because of this, advisory services are in huge demand. The industry of accounting practices in India is very mature and very old. Despite some of the statutes like GST which have been enforced recently. As part of the performance analysis at BS LLP, for each service domain, collectively meet with top officers on monthly basis. And following performance related data, which is for the latest financial year, was considered in one of the review meeting of partners. So guys, we know that their services are classified into 4 divisions, 4 departments or 4 heads: accounting, audits, tax consultancy and business advisory services. See, what is the revenue of this firm? This is in crores. So accounting may say the revenue is 690 crores, audit 846 crores, tax consultancy 145 crores and business advisory 34 crores. The growth of revenue over the previous year: accounting revenue has grown by 2%, audit by 9%, taxation by 3% and business advisory, if you can see, the growth is phenomenal, 18%. Net profit ratio, if you see, accounting is 5, audit is 4.3%, taxation is 6.7 and very important is business advisory gives you a better net profit ratio. What is the revenue in crore of the whole industry? When it comes to accounting industry, it's 2518 crores, auditing is 5430 crores, consultancy taxation 1652 crores and business advisory 286 crores. Okay, now they have given the point related to remuneration. कि remuneration कैसे दिया जाता है? So let's talk about partners first. Partners are getting fixed contractual payment, so fixed salary plus a share of profit. But they have not mentioned that share of profit is either from their own division or from the whole BS LLP. Okay, they have not mentioned that. Non-partners are getting fixed salary plus they are getting variable depending upon their rating from their immediate boss and peers. Now the client relation officer, who is working parallel to the marketing team, first time participated in such a monthly review meeting and presented the following rating from clients. It is decided that this rating will also be included or added in performance matrix. Now they have given customer ratings. Remember, obviously it's higher the better. For accounting, guys, clients have given us 3.6 rating, audits 3.2, tax consultancy 3.1 and business advisory 4.5. The highest rating is also in business advisory. Required: Now, what is required from us in this case study, guys? You are newly appointed management consultant with expertise in, please remember, our expertise in non-finance performance evaluation technique. So again, case study number 1 was on performance evaluation. Case study number 2 is also on performance evaluation. Sorry, during discussion at a lunch table, managing partner Mr. Singh explained the above process of performance analysis to you. You quoted about your past experiences of implementing such a technique, which includes performance prism, balance scorecard and building block. तो हमने उनको 3 टेक्निक के बारे में बताया, परफॉर्मेंस प्रिज्म, बैलेंस स्कोर कार्ड एंड बिल्डिंग ब्लॉक. बिल्डिंग ब्लॉक साउंड्स इंटरेस्टिंग टू मिस्टर सिंह हु इज द पार्टनर, उसको वो इंटरेस्टिंग लगा, एंड ही इज आस्किंग यू टू लिस्ट आउट ऑल द एसेंशियल कंपोनेंट्स which are required for performance management. 2, he is asking you to describe the building block model. 3, he is asking you to evaluate the existing performance system, keeping in mind the 3 main aspects of building block. And 4th, they are asking you what improvement building block can do to performance of BSLLP. So guys, first question which is asked to us is to list out all the essential components which are required to evaluate the performance. I repeat, we are on the non-financial angle. Okay, so let's start, guys. Point number 1 is essential components of performance management system. Guys, before even we begin this answer, let me explain you in simple words what are the main or the essential components to evaluate the performance management. First, see guys, you need to divide the organization into functions or divisional. So very important is the classification. So either the functional classification or the divisional classification is important. Point 1. Point 2 is that you need to appoint responsibility centers. Boss, you need to appoint a person. Boss, you are gonna take the responsibility of this division. तुम्हें लेना है जवाबदारी. Right? So second is to establish the responsibility center. The third is to identify the key performance indicator, the KPIs. And fourth, review and monitor continuously कि हमारा performance कैसा जा रहा है, and if at all it deviates, you take a corrective action. Now this is what you need to write in the exam. So let's start point by point. First, functional and divisional structure has to be done. 2, establish the responsibility center and identify the person who will be responsible for that division's profits or losses. 3, identify the key performance indicator which will which will be the benchmark, the yardstick or the target what you try to achieve. And 4th, make a very beautiful review system. So compare your actual performance with the with the benchmark, and whenever it deviates, take a corrective action. So guys, the first answer was essential components which we have done. The second is the theory one, which I have also given in my theory book, the building block model, which you can refer to my theory book. Exactly, this is the theory of the building block model, but still let's go through once more. So building block, we all know that it is a tool for performance measurement, and obviously it's a non-financial performance tool. Let me remind you, it's a non-financial performance tool, and it's developed by Fitzgerald and Moon, and it is specifically for performance evaluation in service-oriented businesses. Guys, this model suggests that the performance is based on 3 concepts. What are those 3? 1, dimension. 2, the standard. 3, the reward. What is dimension? Dimension is nothing but the critical success factor. CSF, इसको हम क्या बोलते हैं? CSF, critical success factor, which will determine which way your organization is going. Then standards, that is nothing but KPIs, and rewards is nothing but motivation. Right? So first is CSF. CSF may be results, it can be competitiveness, it can be financial performance, it can be quality, it can be flexibility, it can be resource utilization, it can be innovation. So these are all dimensions, these are all critical success factors which will help us to know in which direction our organization is going. Standards, second one, these are nothing but, as I told you, they are KPIs. So that KPIs can be, who's gonna take the ownership, are that standards achievable, and that standard should be fair and they should not be unrealistic. आपने एक ऐसा स्टैंडर्ड बना दिया जो आप अचीव ही नहीं कर पाओगे तो क्या फायदा, उल्टे का एम्प्लॉय का मोरल डाउन हो जाएगा. So never do that, guys. The standards should be achievable and it should be just and fair. And 3 is the reward. If you want to encourage the workforce to achieve the standards time and again, you need to reward them and reward them. But rewards are to be very clear and specific. Give them clarity on reward कि exactly ये करोगे तो ये मिलेगा, and please reward them on factors which are within their control. If non-controllable factors spoil their performance, do not cut out on the reward. Do not cut out on the reward. And 3, that will also be a biggest, motivational booster for the employees as well. So that was the second answer, guys. It was just a pure theory answer on building block model. Guys, come to the third one. Now this Mr. Singh, who is the partner of BS LLP, he is asking us to evaluate the existing performance management system of the company, of this firm, sorry. Guys, let me be very clear, and if I am appointed as a management consultant ना, तो मैं तो बॉस सीधा बोल दूंगा that boss, you are not focusing upon the CSF. तुम critical success factor पे focus ही नहीं कर रहे हो. So boss, building block model का जो main determinant है, which is the determinant, main pillar determinant, which is CSF, you are not focusing. You are not at all evaluating on dimensions. You are just concerned about what? Profit margins, maybe increase in revenue, but what about the quality of the service? What about timely delivery to the client? And 2, you are just going to compare your market share, which is not sufficient. So guys, you need to add on all the non-financial factors also, which I have just mentioned. 2, let's talk about the standards. See guys, their standard is, they are measuring their performance in terms of revenue as against industry standards. Okay, what they have not mentioned is ownership. They have not given the organization structure to us. So they have not said who's gonna be managing which unit और उसका performance क्या है. Who is the responsibility center? They have not identified, so we cannot comment on that. Coming to the achievability and fairness. Guys, whether the standard was set or not, whether it was achievable or not, or whether it is fair or not is not mentioned here. They have only and only mentioned about the net profits, the growth of revenue and the market share. Coming to the reward system. See, those who are non-partners, they are getting fixed salary, obviously, plus they are getting variable portion. Great. Depending upon the ratings by their immediate boss and peers. But guys, वो लोग उनको किस बिना पे rate करने वाले हैं? What is the base to rate them? Right? They have not given any criteria. So they have not defined all this, and therefore we cannot comment on that. But if that criteria is wrong, the employee may feel demotivated, demoralized. See, partners are getting fixed remuneration plus a share of profit, and I already told you while reading the question that they have not mentioned whether the share of profit is from their own division, or from the whole firm's profit. So guys, अगर उनका division profit कर रहा है और उनका share उनको नहीं मिल रहा है, so obviously they may also get demotivated, and they may not work hard towards improving the performance of their own division. So these are our comments. Fourth, they are asking us to advise to improve the performance management system. तो मैं सबसे पहले एडवाइस क्या दूंगा बॉस? सबसे पहले critical success factor को determine करो. That's all. This is my first and genuine piece of advice. कैसे? flexibility, resource utilization and innovation. उनको importance हो. So what is flexibility? It's all about timely delivery of service to the customer. You know, what about resource utilization? कि boss मेरा staff कितना productive है, right? How many hours they are worked? And you know what? In our industry, guys, all of you have completed or maybe about to complete your internships. You know, guys, हमारे इंडस्ट्री में सब कुछ पर आवर पे होता है. हम लोग क्लाइंट को जब फीस भी कोट करते हैं तो हम लोग ये देखते हैं कि हमारे कितने मैन आवर्स गए, राइट? वी कैलकुलेट मैन आवर्स कि मेरे इतने घंटे गए तो मुझे उतना पैसा मिलना चाहिए. So same way we need to calculate for every employee irrespective of whether he is a partner or a non-partner. Guys, coming to innovation, see, it's an accounting firm. We all know that innovation in accounting firm is difficult to imagine, but still, you know, there are a lot of information technology tools which can be applied to give better service to the client, and that innovation with IT is very, very important. Coming to setting up the standards, as I told you, when you set up the standards for the employee, they should be just and fair. They should be achievable, boss. आपने ऐसा स्टैंडर्ड बना दिया कि वो अचीव ही नहीं कर पाएगा तो वो डीमोरलाइज हो जाएगा, उसको लगेगा यार मेरे में कोई कमी है, राइट? सो डोंट डीमोरलाइज द एम्प्लॉय, गाइस. And please also keep on reviewing your reward system. The reward system should be properly drafted with clarity, controllability, right, for the partners as well as non-partners. Guys, if certain factors are not within the control and the performance is poor, don't punish the person, right? So you can measure the productivity of the employee, give them productivity linked incentive bonus. सेम वे पार्टनर को रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी सेंटर बना दो और रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी सेंटर ने अगर अच्छा काम किया है सो गिव हिम द इंसेंटिव अकॉर्डिंग टू दैट. So these are the suggestions what we will give to BS LLP to improve their performance management system. So guys, this was another case study from my side. That is the case study number 2 from the new case series digest which is launched by CA Institute before just the May 21 attempt. So I hope all of you understood this case and will revise the case with me only by seeing this video. Thank you guys once again for your patient listening and would love to see you all again with my third video on my third case study. Till then, revise this case and keep. Thank you guys. See you. Bye-bye. Take care and God bless you. Keep studying hard for the exams.